And welcome everyone here to the bubble here on the campus of VCSU. Jerry Edwards with y'all today as we get set for some exhibition basketball between the VCSU Vikings and the Providence University College Pilots. So VCSU one basketball game under their belt so far this year. It was a loss to Northern State. Now that was a scrimmage, and VCSU actually did a really good job in the first half of that game. 26-21, they outscored. Where they outscored. Where they outscored Northern State 26-21, and then you get a little bit lower scoring quarter in the second, getting them 16-9. Second half, you can tell kind of more reserves got in. VCSU got outscored 14-6, 16-5. Ended up losing that one 60-53. But again, in scrimmages, you try to work in a little bit different stuff. Exhibition play, you kind of want to get usually a first half, kind of a feel where you're at, and then you want to rotate in the subs a little bit more. But this is an opportunity for VCSU really to kind of get the legs underneath them and get an opportunity to get some younger and some new players, some experience in the team. But for VCSU, they are coming in today with an opportunity again to kind of get things shaken out. A lot of returning faces for this VCSU Viking team. Going through the roster, we got Sophie Bachmeyer, 5'6" guard out of Granville, North Dakota. Olivia Backus out of Sandy, Utah. Tiana Schwinghammer, one of the new players, 6 foot, kind of tweener, guard forward out of Bruton, Minnesota. Ellie Broughton out of West Hope, North Dakota, a junior 5'3" guard. Liz Luckin, new face, 5'8" guard from Underwood, Minnesota. Hadley Bond, a freshman out of Brandon, Minnesota. Abby Asleson out of Howard, South Dakota, going to be a key contributor for VCSU this year. J.C. Richter out of Linton, 5'7" senior. Aubrey Prunty, a 5'6" forward from Weaverville, California. Delaney Cotton, a 5'9" guard from Wheatland, North Dakota. Madison Spacer out of Watford City, 5'11" forward. Ellie Powell, 5'11" out of Bowman, North Dakota. Cassidy Shute, 5'7" out of Austin, Minnesota. And Tilda Maritzen, the 6-foot forward from Ängelholm, Sweden. So that is the roster this year for the VCSU Vikings. A player, again, to keep your eye on here is going to be Abby Asleson, a player that came in new to VCSU as a freshman, got a lot of playing time as a freshman, put up good stats. You want to just see a little bit more polish. Again, freshman, kind of raw, but she had a good motor to her. That's what you like to see in a player that plays down low. Not only the ability to create offense, but someone that is going to have the ability to get the putbacks, get those second chance opportunities. And this is an opportunity for VCSU really to stretch their legs. And I don't want to sound like, that you take an opponent lightly or whatever, folks. The last year, these two teams squared off. First game, it was 118-36. The second game, it was 123-42. I think the 123 points was the VCSU scoring record. So, again, you got the any given day type of stuff, but again, the opposition you're facing, it's an opportunity for you to kind of scrimmage against somebody other than yourself. It's kind of a, measuring stick maybe. You get an idea of what they're going to do. But this Providence University College team, and if I remember right, played a very unique style. Almost jokingly, I said they were playing a little bit like hockey, and that wasn't just because they were from Canada. But you'll see it in this game if they run back this same style from last year, where they're making, essentially line changes. Like 5 players in, 5 players out. They're almost rotating them in groups of 3 as well, where no one's really playing longer than like 2 to 3 minutes. So if that's the same style they're going with, again, it'll be a unique style that you're not used to. But for VCSU, it's all about, making it, again, how I like to say, making it look like how it's supposed to look like. You're the bigger team. You're the more skilled team. You just want to go out there and handle your business. So we got our first game of exhibition play this year for VCSU. A reminder that we will have a game tomorrow, and it'll be Ryan Cunningham on the call with you. Saturday, 1 p.m. For those of you wondering about football, don't worry about football. Still, they're going to be on a bye week. All right, bye week in football. So don't have to worry about anything overlapping. So we have some exhibition play this weekend. We'll be right back here with the start of today's game right after the national anthem.
Orthopedic pain is limiting. It's unpredictable. And when it disrupts the way you move, it disrupts the way you live. Life is better when you feel empowered to move the way you want, when you want. And that's where our experts come in. We're your guides to orthopedic and sports medicine treatment options that can manage your pain, rehab your injuries, and restore your confidence. Take back the freedom to move. Explore your orthopedic options at Sanford Health.
When you're craving the taste of juicy, flavorful, locally sourced beef and pork, look no further than your locally owned Valley Meat Supply. At Valley Meat Supply, we take pride in bringing you the finest cuts of beef and pork straight from local producers. So whether you're planning a mouth-watering barbecue or a cozy family meal, choose Valley Meat Supply for the highest quality, locally grown beef, pork, and award-winning jerky, sticks, and sausage. Valley Meat Supply, West Main, Valley City. Your taste buds will thank you.
Hi, this is Clint from Central Avenue Health Mart Pharmacy in beautiful downtown Valley City, your only locally owned pharmacy since 1989. When you're locally owned, you care about your community and your customers. We offer a great selection of gifts and toys, as well as yarns, fabrics, sewing, and crafting. We are here for you from 9 to 5:30 weekdays and Saturdays 9 to 1. For all your pharmaceutical needs, give us a call, 845-5280.
Health Mart, taking time to listen and care.
When your team, school, or business needs custom apparel or promotional products, Rambo is here to help. With over 40 years of industry-leading experience, state-of-the-art machines, and dedicated employees, we have the tools and facility to handle any job. With online ordering solutions for sports teams and businesses alike, you can count on us to get the job done correctly and on time. To get your next project started, contact Matt or visit us online at rambo.com.
Why choose Professional Eye Care Centers? 3 great reasons are Dr. Bond, Dr. Freilich, and Dr. Jangula, 3 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. You can now see one of their spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Valley City, Carrington, Edgeley, Ellendale, and Lemoore. And finally, their fantastic selection. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit proeyecarecenters.com and make an appointment today. Professional Eye Care Centers, clearly the best.
This is Dr. Ryan Lorenz, physical therapist at Mobility Plus Rehabilitation, with offices in Enderlin, Lisbon, Gwinnett, and Valley City. Our mission is to provide exceptional physical and occupational therapy by highly skilled therapists to minimize pain and maximize mobility, which quickly allows you to return to the quality of life you desire. We will evaluate and educate you on your condition, review treatment options, and create an effective treatment plan to solve your impairments based on your unique situation and needs. I invite you to call our offices at Mobility Plus today.
And welcome back here, everyone, as we get set for the opening tip of today's game between the Pilots and the VCSU Vikings. It'll be Avery Brown, Omni Sue Warren. Looks like Colby Dara, Nia Golder, and rounding out the starting lineup is going to be Abigail Nevitt. That is the starting 5 for the Providence University College Pilots. Now we'll get our first look at the VCSU starting lineup. Coming out first is going to be the junior guard out of Sandy, Utah, Olivia Backus. Ellie Broughton, 5'3" guard out of West Hope, North Dakota. The second player to come out there for VCSU. Abby Asleason, 6 foot forward out of Howard, South Dakota. Big things expected of her this year. Aubrey Prunty, 5'6", forward out of Weaverville, California. And rounding out the lineup is going to be Madison Spacer, 5'11" forward senior out of Watford City, North Dakota. And that is the starting 5 for both sides. And now we get ready for our opening tip. VCSU 1 game so far this year. Starters did a good job against Northern State, outscoring Northern State in both the first and the second quarter. It was the second half where the game got away from Valley City. Again, scrimmage to change up the minutes played on each side. And VCSU, I think, was subbing in a little bit more reserves in that second half against Northern State. This one should see a little bit more of a regular rotation, at least for the first half. So Osleson will be the first to jump for VCSU. Nevitt jumping for the Pilots, and we are underway here in Valley City. So the Vikings starting out with the ball, moving around the perimeter, lost control of it, got it right back. Back around the perimeter they go, trying to bounce it inside to Osleson. Gets tied up, and the Pilots force an opening turnover. So back down the floor comes Providence, and now to try to throw it inside, got knocked away, and we'll have our first foul call of the day. A lot of reaching going on there, and no foul being called there, not too surprising. So first foul today on the Vikings. That one is going to be given to Ellie Broughton. Ball pushed outside here for the Pilots. Nearly lost the handle on it, but they'll run it back down here with Warren. Warren now trying to spin her way in. Throws a pass inside. Good look, but can't finish at the rim. VCSU moving in transition. Quickly up the floor here. Bacchus tried to throw across quarter, and VCSU hasn't gotten a shot up. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. And now, like I talked about, you're going to see that line change come in here for Providence. 5 new players getting set to come in. 3-pointer on the outside, and that'll rattle out. Good rebound right there by Osleson. VCSU looking to break the scoreless tie here. They're just looking to get a shot up. They're trying to go right inside here to Spacer. Spacer turnaround shot, gets fouled. 2 shots upcoming. That'll stop the clock at 8:52 on our LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. So both teams with a foul early on, and the entire side for Providence is going to check out. Again, I equated it to like a hockey line change, and, well, that's exactly the style they play. Trying to keep as many bodies fresh as they possibly can. Knowing that they're probably not going to have the individual player that can go win them a game, so kind of thought process behind that is just if you can keep the bodies fresh, you might be able to keep up with a team like VCSU. And Spacer will sink the first free throw to get the Vikings on the board. 1-0 here. Spacer taking a couple dribbles, puts the shot up, and that'll rattle out. So only 1 of 2 at the line. VCSU with the 1-0 lead. Bringing the ball up is going to be Fiona Garcia. Another reach-in foul upcoming here for VCSU, and that might be on Broughton again. That'll be her second. So Broughton got a bit handsy here in this first quarter, reaching in, trying to get those steals, and has come up with a couple of fouls instead. Ball's going to be thrown up top here. Tight defense applied here by Bacchus, and that'll be poked out of bounds. Shot clock stopping at 22 seconds. Inbound the ball here for the Pilots is going to be Jamie Dominic Cantonio. Now we're having a discussion here with our officials. Perhaps a change in the shot clock, perhaps change of who it went off of. It looks like we are going to go to the scores table here for an adjustment. I wouldn't say that that would require the shot clock to be reset, unless they thought extra time should have ran off, and that's what they are going to say, is that the shot clock, at least for now, has been set at 20 seconds instead of the 22 it was at. And now we're screwing things up even more. Instead of 8 minutes, 42 seconds, it was 84.2 seconds. So now we're all good and we're all squared away. The Dominic Antonio getting set to inbound the ball, and I'll give it over here. Over to Garcia. Garcia for a 3. Can't bank it in. Long rebound being fought for. VCSU comes down with it. They try to quickly put it up ahead, and that one gets tipped out of bounds. And VCSU will get it back. A couple long passes here have been intercepted by the Pilots, and they're going to throw a little bit of a press on. Osleson with the ball. Nice give and go here. Nice good pass inside, but Spacer misses the put in. Now inside and 1. Nice putback there from Osleson. It was brilliant ball moving to set up Spacer. Spacer just overcooked the layup. But good job by Osleson again. Again, mentioning that motor. Crashing inside, getting those rebounds. Getting a chance at an and 1 opportunity. 3-0 lead here for VCSU early on in this first quarter. Foul shot is up, and that'll be in for a 4-point lead. Fiona Garcia bringing it up. She'll be working up against Broughton. Screen being set, and Garcia creates a look for a three, and he'll knock it down. Three-pointer gets the Pilots on the board, and that cuts the VCSU lead down to 1. Vikings trying to go inside, overcook the layup. Ball gets tipped out. Round the horn they go. 3-ball coming up for VCSU. No good. Good look for Broughton, unable to knock it down. Now the Pilots trying to take advantage of a late get back for VCSU. And the ball off here to Garcia. Garcia trying to go up and under, and does. And nifty footwork gives the Pilots their first lead. Now VCSU throwing the ball down the floor, going inside. Over to Osleson. Osleson inside, gets rejected. Trying to go up again, clearing space, and he'll get fouled, and he'll go up. This has been a certainly inauspicious start for VCSU. Too many turnovers, too many missed shots at the rim. And Garcia is going to sub out, and that's probably the best thing that could happen for VCSU. I remember Garcia from last year, and she stands out. Obviously 5'2", very small even for a women's basketball player. But she does have a good skill set for someone her size. She is able to get inside and does have very good footwork to be able to get those up and under. And like you saw before, also does have a very good shot as well. First foul shot up and in to tie the game up here at 5-5. Osleson puts it up and in. So a 2-for-2 trip will make it a 6-5 lead for VCSU. Crossover attempt coming up. Ball gets kicked out into the corner. Head fake going inside. Floater bounces out at the rim. Ball getting fought for here. Jump ball should be upcoming, and it will be. Arrow belongs to the Pilots. Shot clock down to 28 seconds. Floater was put up there by Adrian Alley. Not getting that one to go down. One of the very few players on this Providence team that is from the States. Mostly everybody else is from Manitoba and Saskatchewan. Ball gets floated up top, and VCSU trying to run it down and bump from behind his Bacchus, and she'll lose the ball. Not enough possession to warrant turning over the shot clock. 6-5 lead for VCSU as the officials now, no, they can't be saying she had possession. I mean, this a bit much to reset the shot clock over. Unless we're really going to 17. What? Okay. All right, so it's down to 17 seconds. It was at 27, now it's at 17, so shot clock really got adjusted, but stolen away by Spacer. Spacer gets the steal, lays it up and in, one at the end, one, doesn't get it, but gets the finish regardless, and VCSU largest lead today at 3. Now here come the Pilots, swiftly bringing the ball down the floor. Contested layup, no good. Rebound pulled down by VCSU. Now the Vikings off and running, trying to knife their way inside. They'll kick it out for a 3. No good on the air ball. Spacer pulls down the board. Now we'll kick it outside here. And Schwinghammer gets it up and in. And the junior makes it a 10-5 lead. Pilots now trying to break up the run here, and we'll have ourselves another blocking foul called on the Vikings. So that's now 3 fouls here on VCSU. And now here comes another line change for Providence. Again, they know they don't really have the individual score to try to keep up with VCSU, so the idea, the way they play, a lot of expended energy is just try to keep the freshest bodies out there you possibly can. And now the Pilots trip over themselves, and they'll lose the ball out of bounds. And, well, you'd like to say that one's for the blooper reel, but there is a serious situation brewing. A player for the Pilots went down awkwardly there, and concerning that she might have rolled the ankle on that one. And you're hoping that's all it is. It was a rolled ankle. So we'll be back here after the injury is cleared up here on VCSU Athletics.
Are you on the right financial path? Are all your financial professionals on the same page? At LaRue Laco Financial, you can be assured that your investment professional and tax professional are working together. Call Ryan LaRue or Chase Carpenter at 701-845-6938. Securities offered through LP.
That was Omnia Sue Warren that limped off with an injury. Back to action we go. 10-5 for VCSU. Vikings going inside, and they'll get it up and in with Liz Luckin. So a couple new additions here for the Vikings. Did a couple of buckets, and VCSU leading 12-5. Garcia going inside. Off-balance shot, no good. Rebound pulled down here by VCSU. Streaking down the floor go the Vikings. Trying to collapse the defense. They'll kick outside for Schwinghammer and knocks it down. Deanna Schwinghammer knocks down a three, make it 15-5. VCSU on a roll, but Garcia gets by the defense. Going inside, a lot of traffic, swatted away, no call. Now they try to throw it inside, and there's going to be a kickball violation on the Vikings. Referee going to rule that the kicking motion was deliberate on the part of VCSU. Garcia going to be the one inbounding, and with the injury to Warren, you expect her probably to get some more minutes. Now the ball gets rotated around here to Last. Now back out to Garcia. Garcia trying to throw a pass inside, but stolen away. To the hands of Sophie Bachmeyer. Bachmeyer might have got away with a bit of a carry there. Now kick it out to Spacer. Spacer, though, has it stolen away. Got double teamed and couldn't get it back. Garcia swatted away by Bachmeyer. Now Bachmeyer bringing the ball up, kicks it to the outside, crossover move, dump out in the corner. Schwinghammer for three, off the side of the backboard, but rebounded by VCSU. Inside for a close range two, and that'll be Ellie Powell putting it up and in. 17-5, the Vikings lead. Now three ball for Providence. That'll rattle out. Not a bad look there by Faith LaRocque. Just could not get that one to drop. Now Spacer will be bringing the ball to the floor for VCSU. Now over to Schwinghammer. Schwinghammer kicks it in the corner to a cutting Luckin. Luckin can't finish but gets her own miss. Luckin kicks it back out top to Bachmeyer. Bachmeyer now back out to Spacer for a three. She knocks it down. Madison Spacer, the senior out of Watford City, North Dakota, makes it 20-5. 4.5 minutes to go here in our first quarter. Both teams with 3 fouls. All getting pushed around the perimeter here. VCSU applying some tight defense on LaRocque. LaRocque might have got away with a bit of a travel kick to Garcia. Off balance, fadeaway two, no good. Garcia, the type of one that's not going to be too deterred of what her shooting percentage looks like. She's just going to try to get her shot up. Spacer coming in. Kicked out to Schwinghammer. Now back up top to a wide open Bachmeyer. No good. Pick inside. 4 minutes to go. Fiona Garcia with the ball, using a screen, faking it, trying to create some space, and there'll be a whistle on the deck. It'll be a foul on VCSU. Shot does not count. And that'll be a tag to Sophie Bachmeyer. And we'll have ourselves a media timeout. So 20-5, VCSU back here after the break here on VCSU Athletics.
Grotberg Electric believes in quality first, taking pride in the work and standing behind every project they do. They bring together the power, technology, and experience to keep your business online. The success of Grotberg Electric depends on 3 major ideals: the quality of their products, the commitment to their customers, and most of all, their customer service. Call Grotberg Electric today at 845-3010 or visit them online, grotbergelectric.com.
Quality education, affordable tuition, student opportunities. That's the Viking Promise. Valley City State University. Discover yourself here at VCSU. Visit today.
(20-5) the lead for VCSU. Currently shooting 7 of 15 from the floor. Spacer, leading scorer for the Vikings, had 6 points. Schwinghammer with 5. Osleson with 5. Inbound on the ball here for the Pilots is going to be Adrian Alley. Alley underneath her own basket will find a way to kick it outside here over to Dara. Dara nearly lost it. Now goes inside. Floater off the glass. No good. Pulled down here by Schwinghammer. Pass it off to Bachmeyer, now up ahead. Domino chain down the floor, the Vikings go. Nearly tipped away, but the Vikings get it back. Schwinghammer cuts inside. A lot of contact. Does not matter. And Schwinghammer has impressed early on here in this first quarter. VCSU clamping up the pressure here, throwing a double team. And now a timeout called here by the Pilots. VCSU using that natural barrier as a triple team with the two other defenders out there. And Pilots going to be forced to spend a 30-second timeout. So we'll keep it right here for now. Talking about what we're seeing right now from VCSU. Really like what I'm seeing from Tiana Schwinghammer. 6 foot, kind of, again, that kind of swing player, kind of a point forward guard from Bruton, Minnesota. And she's done a great job bringing energy. A lot of length out there. And that's what you don't see a lot of. Usually guards at the NAIA level, very much smaller. But when you get a player that can really move at 6 foot, creates a whole bunch of mismatches. And you can tell right now Schwinghammer able to take advantage of those mismatches. She's done it from inside outside. Knocked down a 3 in a corner and able to drive inside to get those 2. So very promising start for her. Pilots looking to inbound the ball here, and they'll float this one up top to Dara. Dara working against Schwinghammer. Schwinghammer doing a good job staying in front of her. Now we're to Rachel. Chelsea Rachel with the ball. Going inside, will throw up a contested 2, and it goes in. Maybe not the high percentage look the Pilots won, but certainly one they'll take as it fell in. Luckin gets the ball to Bachmeyer, now to Schwinghammer. Schwinghammer going inside. Good feeding bounce pass, but it'll be off VCSU. Ellie Powell trying to go inside and just lost the ball. 2:51 to go here in quarter number 1, and another line change for the Pilots. Okay, for a second I thought the Pilots only had 4 players out there. Nope, they got 5. Just one hiding in the corner. Now the Pilots going inside. Good looking move to get there with Avery Brown, but she couldn't finish. Now up ahead here for VCSU. Pass a little bit high, trying to tiptoe, and they're not going to be able to save it. Pass a bit too far in front for Liz Luckin. She is able to tiptoe and prevent herself from going right out of bounds, but not able to get the body control to save it. And if there's one thing to take away for VCSU, far too many turnovers. Providence plays a pressing style, so turnover is going to be a part of the game, but a lot of unforced mistakes right now. Well, scramble drill breaks out underneath the basket, and they're going to say it's going to be out of bounds off the Pilots. Sydney Lass was in the area. Lass now guarding the inbounds. Bachmeyer with the ball. Feeling the double team coming in, and she'll throw it away. VCSU hoping there was a deflection, and there won't be. That right there is something that has to be worked out with communication, is that Bachmeyer is dribbling towards the side. You never want to pin yourself on the baseline, but if you're going to try to draw the double team, you want your kind of trailer to always be ready for the ball, and it didn't really seem like VCSU had a trailer that was quite ready to take that pass. Last with the ball, VCSU up by 15. Tight defense being played here by Luckin. Once again trying to force their way inside, but more tight defense for the Vikings. Blocked at the rim, but they're going to call a foul on Ellie Powell. So 2 shots coming up here for the Pilots. And now VCSU will make a change, getting Tilda Maritzen into the game. Maritzen coming in. She'll be replacing Powell. And a fresh line change for Providence. 2:07 to go here in quarter number 1. And 2 shots upcoming for Sydney Last. Foul shot is up, and that'll be off the back rim and no good. Last, a 5'7" guard out of Carmen, Manitoba. Second foul shot up and a bit short, and that'll bounce off to the side. VCSU picks up the rebound. Now pushing it up ahead here to Luckin. Luckin now kicks it back up top. Broughton for a 3. Off the back rim, no good. Long rebound goes to Last. Last bringing it up for Providence. Trying to go coast to coast all the way at the rim. Blocked by the Vikings. Now a track meet starting to break out here. Broughton trying to cut her way inside. Throws it out in the corner. Another 3 upcoming here. That'll be off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Maritzen. Maritzen barging her way inside. And the senior out of Sweden puts it up and in and puts VCSU up by 17. $1:30 to go here in the first quarter. It's 24-7 VCSU. Fall-away shot is no good for Fiona Garcia. VCSU all sorts of room down the floor. Tilda Maritzen can't finish. Rebound, though, by Schwinghammer. And Schwinghammer, 7 points for her, 26-7. VCSU had a 3-on-1 break with all the big bodies down the floor. Garcia with a nice move, but can't finish. VCSU now pulling down a rebound on the floor. Getting that was Delaney Cotton. Now back down the floor goes Broughton. Now to Luckin. Luckin, are they going to get a charge or are we going to get a block? And it looks like one of the officials is signaling block. You saw one official almost kind of put the fist forward to signal the charge, but we are going to get a blocking foul called on Sydney Last. Substitutions coming in here for VCSU. Looks like Aubrey Prunty coming into this one alongside Cassidy Shute. VCSU throws a pass up top here to Shute. Shute hands it off here to Broughton. Broughton inside to Maritzen. Around the horn, VCSU goes. Three-pointer upcoming. Bit short. VCSU trying to fight over the top to get the rebound with Shute. Lucky not to get called for an over the back there. Bit out of control going for that one. So looking and seeing here about a 15-second differential between the shot and game clock. Pilots in control of the ball, but Broughton doing a good job playing tight defense against Alley. Now a double team's coming. Providence trying to work off that double team. Lost the dribble. Now ball back up top here to Alley. Around the horn they go. Contested rainbow three. No good. Rebound pulled down by Cotton. Now up ahead here for the Vikings. Now back up top here to Broughton. Vikings can hold for the final shot, and it looks like that's what they're going to try to do, or do to the best of their ability. Ritzing comes to set a screen. Now the ball gets fed into the corner. Wide open three. No good. Rebound by Providence. Have a chance to rush this up for a half-court shot. Shot at the horn. Too flat, too low, and no good. So after one quarter play, it's 26-7 for VCSU. We'll be back here after this break here on VCSU Athletics.
Hey college students, are you looking for a part-time job that works around your schedule, pays well, and gives you free money for college every year? McDonald's offers all of it. We can work around your schedule, and we give $2,500 scholarships to everyone who works for 3 months and averages 15 hours per week. That's 2 full shifts a week or 3 shifts of 5 hours. It's that easy. Let us help you become our next scholarship recipient. Come join our team. Text ND29 to 38000 to apply today.
We aren't meant to be still. And while you determine the direction you'll go, we're just here to help you along the way. So go. Go with experience. Go with teamwork. Go with neighbors. Go with integrity.
Ready to begin our second quarter from the bubble here on the campus of Valley City State University. VCSU, not a bad start, but again, got to clean up those turnovers. And, well, we weren't ready to start play here. Now we're ready to start play. We were ready to start play until one of the officials decided we were not ready. Broughton will get the ball here. Started up here by Dara. Now back over here to Spacer. Spacer rolled the ball out. Now a mid-range two coming up, and a nice-looking shot there from Cassidy Shute. The freshman out of Austin, Minnesota, gets that one to drop in, puts VCSU in front by 21. Their largest lead of the day. Ball gets stripped here for the Vikings, and now they get that one over to Broughton. Broughton with the ball now, throws it up ahead. Wide open three here for Shute, and knocks it down. Cassidy Shute, good catch and shoot, and puts VCSU up 31-7. Now ball gets kicked out up top. Providence settling for a contested three off the back rim, no good. Maritzen with the rebound, immediately looks to hand it off. Broughton now in charge of bringing the ball up. Throws it into the corner, around the horn they go. Now cutting inside, floater on the way, and a knockdown by Prunty. VCSU now gets the shooting percentage up to 50%, 13 of 26 from the floor. In comparison, the Pilots shooting 3 of 22. A little bit of a walk there, not called. Vikings able to pull down that board. Now Broughton bringing it up here. She's been the primary ball handler so far for the Vikings in this one. Vikings pump on a three. Now looking to pass out, and that's more miscommunication right there. Prunty thought someone was falling outside. No one followed her. Shot missed at the 10 there by Golder. Now up ahead here to shoot. Shoot, feeling the pressure. Kicks it back out to Broughton. Broughton will take a three. No good. Rebound. Pulled down by Spacer. Spacer will kick it out to Maritzen. She'll take a three. That'll rattle out. Shoot. Trying to fight for that rebound, but eventually be controlled there by Abigail Nevitt. 33-7 the lead for the Vikings. Ball gets thrown inside here, but Nevitt can't control it, and Maritzen pulls down the rebound and immediately will feed it out to Broughton. Broughton now bringing the ball up, and that was very interesting defense by Abigail Nevitt. We call that zombie defense. Both arms extended out, waving them maddeningly at the ball handler, and yeah, almost like asking for a foul. It's almost like you're trying to commit an intentional foul, but you're afraid the other player has cooties. It's the best way I can describe that type of defense. I feel like the Providence was intentionally trying to foul so they get their line change in. 33-7, Schwinghammer kicks over to Shoot. Shoot in the corner. No good, but she fights and gets the rebound. Now we're to Schwinghammer. Schwinghammer feeds it inside, and Osleson, just before she could begin her back down, fouled. And seeing who they're going to charge this one to on Providence. That's going to be Faith LaRock with the foul. So two quick fouls back-to-back here on Providence. Ball kicked out up top here for the Vikings. They're trying to feed it inside to Osleson, but threw the pass too high, intercepted there. Now the pass inside, stolen by Schwinghammer. Schwinghammer gets by Garcia. I try to go coast to coast herself, but gets pushed aside. Osleson fighting for the ball, will get it back. Osleson trying to spin her way inside, a lot of contact, no good, gets her own miss. Trying to spin her way again, wild shot, no good, gets her own miss. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Oh, good up and under, and finally finishes it off. 35-7 the lead for VCSU. 7 minutes to go here in our second quarter on our LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. Garcia kicks the ball over on the outside to Dominic Antonio. Inside shot, no good. Rebound pulled down here by the Vikings. Now up ahead here to Shoot. Shoot trying to go down the baseline, gets bumped, and they're going to call a travel. VCSU lobbying there for kind of a block or a bump. This was going to say, though, that the contact it was incidental, but the pitter-pattering of the feet was not. Fiona Garcia kicks this one outside over to LaRock, and LaRock knocks down a three. So the Pilots get into double digits. VCSU nearly lost the handle on the ball, but Schwinghammer going inside now. Mid-range two for Osleson, and that one rattles out. Wide open look for Osleson, just could not get the friendly roll. Now Garcia going inside through the contact, can't finish. Rebound pulled down here by the Vikings, and now VCSU will take a timeout. 6:08 to go here in quarter number two. And looking at see what the timeout's going to be, and I believe we're going to have a 30-second pause back here after the break.
We aren't meant to be still. And while you determine the direction you'll go, we're just here to help you along the way. So go. Go with experience. Go with teamwork. Go with neighbors. Go with integrity.
Orthopedic pain is limiting. It's unpredictable. And when it disrupts the way you move, it disrupts the way you live. Life is better when you feel empowered to move the way you want, when you want. And that's where our experts come in. We're your guides to orthopedic and sports medicine treatment options that can manage your pain, rehab your injuries, and restore your confidence. Take back the freedom to move. Explore your orthopedic options at Sanford Health. $35-10 for the VCSU Vikings as
Well, this has certainly looked like the first home game of the year for the Vikings in terms of kind of maybe the chaotic nature of this game and the turnovers, and you have yourself a very large lead, but again, probably want to be able to clean up some of these unforced mistakes. Schwinghammer looking to get the inbound in and just manages to find Broughton. Now Broughton dealing with a double team. Good pass up ahead. VCSU wide open layup and finished by Backus. Good pass there from Broughton, finding the target with the most amount of room to work with and hit her in stride for the easy two. Now Garcia looking to create some space. Ball tipped up into the air. LaRock gets it. LaRock going inside, gets challenged, can't finish. Ball on the deck and scooped out of there by Schwinghammer. Schwinghammer now trying to find a way to create some space, and he'll throw it right into the waiting arms of Providence. Ball away shot, no good, but that'll be 2 shots for Lily Anderson. And Schwinghammer kind of got the ball there and wanted to dribble, but didn't necessarily know where to dribble. Kind of thought she looked like she wanted to try to go down the baseline, and outside line, I should say, and then just kind of cut it into the middle and ran herself into a double team. Foul shot no good for Anderson. Providence yet to make any of their foul shots so far. Currently 0 of 3. Next foul shot is up, and that'll be off the back rim and no good. Broughton with another rebound, and that'll be a reach-in foul on Providence, and that'll be on Anderson. So that'll be 3 fouls now on Providence. Schwinghammer. He's set to inbound the ball here. Schwinghammer looking for someone to dish to and throws a pass to Softball on the deck. And the ball being fought for, and VCSU comes out of the rugby scrum with it. Broughton now holds on to it, throws it inside to Osleson. Osleson trying to spin her way inside through the traffic and stolen away there by Providence. And VCSU's kind of dribbling to a spot, not knowing what to do with it. 3-pointer up coming for LaRock, leaves it short. Broughton with the rebound. Has bodies up ahead and finds Schwinghammer down the floor. What a pass by Broughton. And that one thrown away by Providence again, and lucky not to get another foul called on them. Broughton with the ball, kicks it out in the corner, wide open look, in range, in rhythm, but no good. Osleson with the board, working against the smaller Garcia, but can't finish. Pestered just enough to miss the shot. Now Garcia throws a long pass up ahead here to Alley. Alley back to Garcia. Garcia step back 3, no good. Rebound tipped up into the air. Pilots pull it down, but eventually stolen away here. Now Osleson with the ball. Osleson feeds it up ahead. Layup line, layup for Broughton. VCSU now largest lead of the day, 31 points, 41-10. 4:15 to go here in quarter number 2. Trying to go inside. VCSU looked like they had the block, but they will call the foul. So another 2 shots upcoming here for Providence. And here comes the line change for the Pilots. Adrian Alley at the stripe here. Again, one of the very few players here for Providence from the States. I believe the only player from the States. From Wasilla, Alaska. Foul shot is up and rattles it home. So that'll be the first free throw make of the day for the Pilots. That makes them 1 of 5. VCSU with the rebound advantage, 36-13. Schwinghammer, the leading scorer, at 11 points. Foul shot is up and in, so a 2-for-2 trip, and that'll put the Pilots at 12 points. Broughton bringing the ball up. Now will hand the ball off on the perimeter. VCSU gives it over to Schwinghammer. Schwinghammer thought about the mid-range shot, will pull it back out to Broughton. Broughton cutting inside, kicks in the corner, wide open look for 3, and knocks it down. And knocking down that shot is going to be Hadley Bond. So Bond gets on the board. 44-12. Now the Pilots trying to spin their way inside. Tight defense applied, but the shot nearly went in, but rimmed all the way out. Now Broughton. Working one-on-one here against some taller opposition. We'll kick it out over to Backus. Backus feeds the ball inside. Good look for 2. And Ellie Powell makes no mistake and finishes it off. 46-12 here in the second quarter. And we'll have ourselves a travel, as they're going to say that Nevitt tried to navigate the floor, but took a step before the dribble. New set of bodies in there for the Pilots. Broughton kicks it over to Backus. Backus now working around the middle of the floor, kicks it down on the baseline. Back outside, good look for a three, knocks it down. Good job by VCSU playing that two-man game. Sets up Backus on the outside for a three, 49-12. Now Providence working with a catch-shoot three. Quickly in transition, but no good. Now Schwinghammer forces a pass to Broughton, but Broughton able to bring it in. Broughton down the floor, kicks it out in the corner. Now back inside to out. Backus, another good look for a three, knocks it down. VCSU now has it cooking from the outside, 52-12. 2.5 to go here in the second quarter. Now Dara inside amongst the trees, gets fouled. That'll be the third foul called on VCSU. 2 shots coming up, as well as another change of bodies for the Flyers. It's a unique style to get used to. I'm very happy that we have digital scorecards now, because usually if you try to keep the score manually, you write down everybody's number when they come in. You'd be writing down 15, 18 numbers at a time. That one off the back rim and good for Dara. Now Dara up and off the back rim, no good. VCSU brings the ball down. I'll give it over to Bachmeyer. Bachmeyer now over to Backus. Backus knifing her way inside. Floater no good. Schwinghammer brings it down but can't finish. Ball gets tipped out. VCSU pulls it down. Backus had a look for a three, elected not to take it. Now over to Bachmeyer. Bachmeyer now kicks it back out. VCSU patrolling around the perimeter. I think they're going to call it travel, and they will. Little shuffle of the feet there from Hadley Bond, and ball going the other way. Substitution coming in. It's going to be Jamie D. Dominic Antonio. So with just under 2 minutes to go here, Fiona Garcia bringing the ball up for the Pilots. They're going to get a good look at a three here, and they knock it down. Sydney Last with the bomb on the outside. Brings her team up to 16 points. Now handoff here on the outside. Now ball back into the corner. Ball up top here. Schwinghammer for three. Knocks it down. So Schwinghammer looking like a very promising piece here for VCSU. 55-16. Garcia forced the pass inside. Fall away shot. Rattles out. Bachmeyer with the ball. Minute 15 to go. VCSU can easily set up a 2-for-1. They'll take the quick three in transition. Leave it a bit short. Ball, though, not controlled there by the Pilots. Shot goes up. Powell will go down, and she'll get up and go to the line here for 2 shots. 4th foul on the Pilots. 2 new faces set to check in here for VCSU. And it'll be Delaney Cotton. And judging by the lack of, it might be Maritzen getting set to check in, but Powell, I think, is the player that she's trying to check in for, so she'll need to make this second free throw after missing the first in order to get that relief. We'll have to wait till the next whistle. Foul shot is up and in, so Powell able to knock that one down, and it is going to be Maritzen coming into the game. So 40-point lead here for VCSU, 56-16. So now the Pilots might try to work quick here, set up a 2-for-1 of their own. Alley now kicks this one over to Dara. Dara, tight defense applied here by Bachmeyer. Now trying to shuffle it away, and he'll give it over to Anderson. Anderson going inside, and that's going to be a travel. 46.3 seconds, so shot clock at 30. Try to get it down the floor here in 10 seconds, and you're looking for someone to try to cut inside. They were going to try to set up that 2-for-1. Bachmeyer bringing the ball down the side here. And try to force a pass outside, had it tipped away. Now VCSU going to just try to create the best chance they can, and that's a good one for Bacchus, and knocks it down. 3 3-pointers in the quarter for Olivia Bacchus. Now Providence can over the final shot if they want with 20 seconds to go, but they'll throw it away. Bacchus with the ball, trying to get around Golder. Now we'll force it up ahead here. Now VCSU slowing it down. 10 seconds to go. Ritson setting a screen, and that'll be a foul, and that'll be number 5 on Providence. So 2 shots up coming here in the bonus. Just a late rotation over there from Lily Anderson. Anderson just got too much of the body and not enough of the ball. So about 6.5 to go here. 2 foul shots upcoming for Sophia Bachmeyer. Foul shot is up and perfectly executed. But VCSU at 60, so a very high-scoring quarter here for the Vikings. 33 points in the quarter. Or excuse me, 34. Now we'll rotate out. VCSU pulls down the offensive board and put it up and in is Delaney Cotton. Now Providence working quickly here. Not going to get the shot up. So it'll be 62 to 16. 36 points in the quarter for VCSU, outscoring Providence 36 to 9 in the quarter. So dynamite effort there from VCSU. Take a look here at our team stats so far. VCSU shooting 24-48 from the floor, right at 50%. Providence 5 of 34, 14%. 8 of 21 for VCSU. That'll more than play, especially shot well in that second quarter as well. Free throws 6 and 9. Rebounds, out-rebound Providence 44 to 13. Offensive rebounds 16 to 3. Defensive 28 to 10. And let's see here. See if we can't scroll down here and find some turnovers. There we go. VCSU 12 turnovers to 10 for Providence. 34 bench points to 15. And looks points off turnovers, so Providence has been able to capitalize. Only 6 points for Providence, 20, however, for VCSU. So that is the rundown here of team stats. Take a look at our individual stats. Bring it up here for VCSU. Leading scorer, that is going to be Tiana Schwinghammer, 14 points. Second leading scorer, Olivia Bacchus with 11. She is 3 of 5 from deep, so she's had it going early for VCSU. Let's see, leader in rebounds, that's going to be Broughton with 5. Also 4 assists on the day for her. So she's done a good job of kind of doing all the little things out there for VCSU. So for VCSU, again, this is just a really nice effort. Ostleyson, the leading rebounder, with 7. So 7 rebounded for Abby Ostleyson. 7 points, 7 rebounds for her at the break. So for VCSU, kind of took a little bit, but it's starting to look like how it's supposed to look. So 62 to 16. 13 minutes left to go until we're ready back to go here with our third quarter of play. So once again, thank you all, and we'll be back here on VCSU Athletics when it's time for our third quarter of play. VCSU leads 62 to 16. And we're back here, everyone, at the Bubble here on the campus of Valley City State University here in beautiful Valley City, North Dakota. Again, set to begin our third quarter play, 62-16 for VCSU. Leading scorer for your VCSU Vikings, and it's going to be Tiana Schwinghammer, 14 points, 6 of 8 from the floor, 2 of 3 from deep. Olivia Backus, second leading scorer, 11 points. She is 3 of 5 from deep, and VCSU really, in that second quarter, shot the three extremely well. Now you're just kind of looking to maybe just put a lid on the turnovers a little bit. It's kind of the one thing maybe that you can kind of stare at the score sheet, maybe him and haw it. But overall, kind of maybe took a little while, but finally starting to look like how it's supposed to look like. So it'll be Providence starting out with the ball here as we are ready to begin our third quarter of play. So Providence inbound the ball here to Allie. Allie immediately gets double teamed. VCSU going for the tie up, and it'll belong to VCSU as the arrow a little far behind there. Belong to VCSU, and now the Vikings get set to inbound in here, and immediately he'll give it over to Broughton. Broughton played a very good game facilitating the ball so far. Be interested if he tries to maybe push the scoring tempo a little bit more. Now gets a good look in the corner three and knocks it down. Ellie Broughton knocks that one down, 65-16. Now Providence, they've been bombing away from the outside, just not at a very efficient clip. 12 three-pointers, they've made 3 of them. And Broughton able to get the steal. Now Backus with the ball. Will feed it over to Broughton. Broughton a little bit off balance there. This one gets tipped outside. Now pass inside here to Ostleyson. Ostleyson lost the handle on it. He'll get it back. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Now to Spacer. Spacer now kicks it outside to Prunty, and Prunty will knock it down. Back-to-back threes to start out the quarter here for VCSU. Vikings now in front by 52 points. All rotated around to the outside. Pilots looking to knife their way in here with Rachel, and Rachel lose the handle on it. And now Backus lost the handle on it. Ran herself into a double team. Now trying to play defense and got a hand on the pass, but it ended up getting into the arms of Sydney Last, who puts it up and in. VCSU lays it up ahead here to Bachmeyer, pushing the tempo. Now back outside to Prunty. Now back over here to Spacer. Spacer dealing with some reaching in. Now back around the horn here to Backus. Inside to Prunty. Prunty got bumped, and that'll be another foul on Lily Anderson. Fresh line change coming up here for Providence. That'll be her third foul of the day. .8:16 left to go here in quarter number 3. Vikings set to inbound the ball. Kick it out now in the corner here to Broughton. Broughton now whips it back around here over to Backus. Backus with the ball now working side to side up top. Throwing it inside here to Ostleyson. Ostleyson banging inside. Outbound shot, no good. Able to tip it out to keep it alive. Good motor by her. I'll start finishing some of those off, though. Outside, good look for Backus for a three. Off the back rim. Runs down the ball, and VCSU just able to avoid the over and back. And that'll be a reach-in foul, hand check-in on Colby Dara. Second foul now here on the Pilots. Prunty with the inbound opportunity will immediately give it over to Broughton. Broughton throws this one in the corner now inside to Ostleyson. Ostleyson gets double teamed. Now trying to find someone to pass to. Force a pass inside here to Spacer. Spacer through the contact. Can't get to go. Jump ball called. Arrow should belong here to Providence. No, looks like perhaps we have an injury. Someone might have got hit in the eye or in the nose as somebody, VCSU training staff coming over with a towel. Might have been a contact or a thumb to the eye. And kind of a scramble broke out underneath the basket. No foul called. Again, one of those kind of incidental contact scenarios, but either way, ball will belong to the Pilots. Garcia bringing the ball up here, so he'll be working up against Bachmeyer. Now this one thrown out for 3, and they knock it down. Good looking shot there by Faith LaRock. Now VCSU trying to find a way to create some space inside. Now to Bachmeyer. Back up top here for the Vikings. Over to Prunty. Prunty at the free throw line. Throws it back inside to outside. Good ball movement. Three-pointer by Prunty. No good. Rebound pulled down here by Providence. Interesting look here for VCSU. They don't really have what you would say a traditional post player out on the floor right now. Very much a positionalist lineup. And that's another good-looking shot by LaRock. Spins inside, and now it is the Pilots getting the better of VCSU early on here in this quarter. Outscoring them 7-6. Pass inside, good-looking opportunity, and they'll knock that one down with Ellie Powell. So the 70-point threshold finally broken here for VCSU. 6:20 to go here in the third quarter. LaRock pivoting around on the inside, looking to maybe pass out. Now just had to give it up. Nearly double dribbled with it if she would have picked that one back up. Now VCSU, though, loses the ball right away. They're trying to force the jump ball and do so, but it's just going to give the ball back to the Pilots. Prunty again kind of dribbling into no man's land to watch the ball go off her foot, and the best she could do was force the jump ball. Pilots getting set to make that line change. VCSU been I'd say a little slow with the substitutions so far on this one. Kind of one round of substitutions, but nothing really too much to speak of. Well, Last getting set to inbound the ball here. As LaRock goes to the bench, he's been by far Providence's best player in this third quarter. Pass to the outside. To Anderson. Now back inside, and that'll be a whack on the forearm, and that'll be on Delaney Cotton. So 2 shots coming up here for Providence at the stripe. 3 of 8 from the stripe. They started out 0 of 4, so they're 3 of 4 in their last 4 attempts. Foul shot here by Last is going to be well short and off the front rim, and no good. First foul call on Delaney Cotton. Second one is up and right down the chute to make it 70-24. Pressure coming up the backside here for the Vikings. Looking to pass out of it. Ball gets tipped. Now they're trying to power their way out of it and lost the ball, and that'll be over and back. Again, kind of dribbling into the trap and not knowing where to go afterwards. That was Bachmeyer. And now coming out will be Prunty, and checking in will be Schwinghammer. So not the fast start that VCSU was looking for in this third quarter. Both sides with 8 points. Now Providence looking to barge their way in, but we're going to get a travel here. Too much scooting from the feet of Chelsea Rachel. VCSU definitely doing some mixing and matching right now with the lineup, and now they throw the ball away on the inbounds. And Schwinghammer able to get the interception, and now she runs into the trap, but able to get it out. Bachmeyer now bring the ball up, and that'll be a reach-in foul. Also could have been called a carry. I think right now for VCSU, you can kind of sense a little frustration, maybe some perturbedness. There's a lot of, I would say, excess energy being spent getting the ball up the floor here. A lot of hard dribbles, a lot of lowering the shoulder into nothing, and it's just kind of, it looks very much like the second game of the season. These are the exact reason why you play these type of warm-up games. Good inside-out basketball, sets up a cutting Schwinghammer, and Schwinghammer It's her first bucket here of this second half. Now Providence quickly working inside to out. Will take a good look at a three. Don't knock it down, but they get the offensive board. A little bit of scoot there, but they keep it alive. 4-3 is Golder. No good. Rebound pulled down here by Luckin. I'll pass up here to Schwinghammer. Schwinghammer tries to feed a pass, but he'll get a kick ball. So Schwinghammer trying to feed a pass in transition. It's kind of one of those where you almost want her to kind of give the fake bounce pass and then with that second set go up for the layup, trusting that your kind of backside help in the offensive rebound is going to be there. Media timeout called, 72-24 for VCSU. Back here after the break on VCSU Athletics.
Orthopedic pain is limiting. It's unpredictable. And when it disrupts the way you move, it disrupts the way you live. Life is better when you feel empowered to move the way you want, when you want. And that's where our experts come in. We're your guides to orthopedic and sports medicine treatment options that can manage your pain, rehab your injuries, and restore your confidence. Take back the freedom to move. Explore your orthopedic options at Sanford Health.
When you're craving the taste of juicy, flavorful, locally sourced beef and pork, look no further than your locally owned Valley Meat Supply. At Valley Meat Supply, we take pride in bringing you the finest cuts of beef and pork straight from local producers. So whether you're planning a mouth-watering barbecue or a cozy family meal, choose Valley Meat Supply for the highest quality, locally grown beef, pork, and award-winning jerky, sticks, and sausage. Valley Meat Supply, West Main, Valley City. Your taste buds will thank you.
72-24 here in the third quarter on our LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. Ball kicked outside here to Bachmeyer. Bachmeyer now throwing it up top. VCSU throws it in the corner. Good look for a three, but that's overshot. Rebound pulled down by Garcia. Fiona Garcia now pushes the ball up ahead. Will get it back now. She'll take a step back three in space. Can't knock it down. Good feed up ahead here by Schwinghammer to start the break here for VCSU. Pass inside. Good look at the 10. Can't finish, but two shots coming up here for Ellie Powell. Good initial feed there by Schwinghammer to start that break. Don't get credited for the assist on that one, but again, you got a kind of taller player out there that can use their feet and also use the ability to pass. Even if you don't get the assist, being able to start that break right away, certainly going to lead to some easy chances or chances like this at the stripe. Powell's foul shot up and in. That now makes VCSU 7 of 10 from the stripe, shooting 70%. Next foul shot here for Powell, up and in. So VCSU's lead back up to 50 points with 4:20 to go here in quarter number 3. Alley with the ball. Feints using a screen. I'll give it over to Garcia. Garcia, low crossover, going inside, blocked at the rim by the Vikings. Pushed up ahead here for VCSU, throwing it back here to Bachmeyer. Bachmeyer now over to Cotton. Eddie Cotton now throws it back in the corner, over to Luckin. Luckin spinning inside, back out to Cotton. Cotton to the free throw line, back out to Luckin. Luckin pump fakes, now throws it back out to Cotton. Cotton going to take a deep three. Off the back rim, long rebound, controlled now by Dominic Antonio. Dominic Antonio going inside, no good. Now here comes Schwinghammer. Schwinghammer trying to go all the way. Contact, can't finish. And Powell can't finish. A couple opportunities there for VCSU, but defense just good and just physical enough to force those misses. LaRock only got herself trapped in the paint, able to pass out of it. Oh, good little fake on the pass there by Alley to create some space. Went up for it, got hit on the hand from behind. That'll be two shots coming up. Tilda Maritzen coming into the game alongside Cassidy Shute. Kind of a bigger lineup out here for VCSU, with Schwinghammer, Maritzen out there. First foul shot is up and in. So again, a lower scoring quarter than maybe what we've grown accustomed to here. Only 20 points so far scored in this quarter, and so far pretty evenly split amongst the two. Foul shot up and in. Rattles home. So that's not 10 points for Providence in the corner. They're most in any quarter so far. VCSU only 11 points in the quarter. Shoot with the ball. Now hands it over to Bachmeyer. Bachmeyer now throws this one into the corner. VCSU passes inside. Spin move up and in. Maritzen can't get it to roll in. Good look for the senior from Sweden. Did not get that one to drop. Now Alley backs it outside. Last for a contested three and knocks it down, and that'll put Providence up in the quarter, 13-12. VCSU just really can't seem to get any kind of sustained rhythm, you would say is what it is. Luckin inside, floater rattles in. 26-29, 2:20 to go. VCSU applying some time pressure here, trying to force a mistake. Providence done a good job, I would say, actually cleaning up the turnovers, and right on cue, there's the turnover. Now Shoot all by herself in transition. Good feed from Schwinghammer. Give her the assist on that one. 78-29. Just a tick under 2 minutes to go here. Pass inside, stolen away. Now Shoot trying to repay the favor. Pass to Schwinghammer, gets tipped away, and VCSU avoids the turnover. Not a bad idea there by Shoot, but pass just a little too far back. Right idea, wrong execution. Schwinghammer trying to cut to create some space. This will get allowed back up top here to Bachmeyer. Now Shoot thought about the catch and shoot. Now we'll kick it outside. Now back in the corner here for the Vikings. They got a little bit of a cluster going, and they're trying to create some space. And ultimately a foul will get called on Nia Golder. That's now 5 fouls here on Providence, so that'll put VCSU back at the stripe here for 2 shots. First foul shot here for Bachmeyer is up and off the back rim, no good. Sophie Bachmeyer, a sophomore out of Granville, North Dakota. Second foul shot is up and in, so 1 for 2 trip for her. VCSU back in front here by 50. Now bringing the ball up here is going to be Dara. Dara now hands it off to Garcia. Garcia nearly lost the handle to it. Rips a pass inside. If that got through clean, it did, which will give the ball back to VCSU. I think she was trying to get that one to a cutting. I believe that was Golder. And just either Golder didn't complete the cut or pass was just a little too ambitious. Shoot bringing the ball up here. Has to sense the pressure coming from behind. Able to keep that back foot planted to avoid the travel. VCSU now setting up the half-court offense. Ball over here to Shoot. Shoot turns down the shot. Now we're to Schwinghammer. Schwinghammer. Thought about the free throw line jumper, and yep, there's one for the blooper reel. Well, she found somebody wide open to pass to. The problem is that person was the ref. 79-29. Now Fiona Garcia has that one poked away, and if it caught her thigh, it might be off Providence, but they're going to roll that one. Just got poked out of bounds here by VCSU. So the last line change of this third quarter coming in for Providence. Most dangerous scorer in this line is going to be Faith LaRoque. LaRoque set to inbound it. Now we'll give it over to Garcia. Garcia trying to cross her way up, but can't barge her way inside. Give it back out to Alley, now to LaRoque. LaRoque pump fakes on a 3, now goes inside. Floater rattles it home. So Providence continues their best quarter here of this game with another good-looking floater. About a 3.5-second differential between the shot and game clock. Outside here. Vaughn now trying to throw a pass. That'll get tipped away here. Bit of an ambitious pass there from Shoot. 20.9 seconds to go here in this third quarter. Again, VCSU can just run their regular offense. Schwinghammer cutting in, and now they'll float it up top here to Bachmeyer. Schwinghammer being matched up on Garcia is a mismatch, but don't worry about the mismatch with Maritzen able to create space the way she is. Able to get by LaRock and put it up and in for two. So 81-31 as we get to the last 5 seconds. Garcia with the ball, trying to cut inside. Stolen away, shoot. Trying to throw up a half-court shot. Might have got it up in time, but that's going to be about a couple feet short. So at the end of 3, it's VCSU 81, Providence 31. We'll be back here after this break here on VCSU Athletics.
When your team, school, or business needs custom apparel or promotional products, Rambo is here to help. With over 40 years of industry-leading experience, state-of-the-art machines, and dedicated employees, we have the tools and facility to handle any job. With online ordering solutions for sports teams and businesses alike, you can count on us to get the job done correctly and on time. To get your next project started, contact Matt or visit us online at rambo.com.
Why choose Professional Eye Care Centers? 3 great reasons are Dr. Bond, Dr. Freilich, and Dr. Jangula, 3 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. You can now see one of their spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Valley City, Carrington, Edgeley, Ellendale, and Lemoore. And finally, their fantastic selection. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit proeyecarecenters.com and make an appointment today. Professional Eye Care Centers, clearly the best.
81-31, VCSU with the fourth quarter lead. For VCSU, lowest scoring quarter of the game for them, 18-51, or 18-15, excuse me, in that quarter. As again, VCSU just missed a couple of shots that they'd like to have back, and Providence started to make some shots that they had missed. And VCSU, I'd say, also did a bit of, I would say, experimenting with some lineups. Kind of went to a positionless lineup that didn't have much success, then kind of went back to a more traditional lineup and found a bit more of it. So shoot out there with the ball for VCSU. Will kick it over to Bachmeyer. Now over to Schwinghammer. Schwinghammer now kicks it out to Shoot. Shoot with the up and under. Now back inside to Maritzen. Maritzen can't quite get that one to go. Maritzen's done a good job in what limited action she's had today of kind of finding space and finding good angles to get her shot off. Again, she did attempt 1-3, but her game's going to be more in tight to the basket. Foul shot is going to be up and out. A little too much steam on that one. VCSU now 9 of 13 from the stripe. Second foul shot is up, and that's going to be too strong, and that'll be an 0 for 2 trip. I believe that's the first 0 for 2 trip of the day for VCSU. Now the ball getting brought up here. Shoot fouling her all the way down the floor, and that'll be an and 1 for Sydney Last. Shoot kept trying to foul her and then just ended up fouling her after the shot went up. Kind of, you can see it grabbing the jersey all the way down the floor, and you're hoping to kind of get called for the foul there before the shot goes up, and official just let it go on until that shot went up. So that'll cut the lead back with inside 50. And Schwinghammer will head out probably for the rest of this game. Maritzen going to be inbounding the ball after the free throw make. Now an opportunity here for VCSU to try to get on the board. They'll kick outside for a 3. No good. Maritzen runs down the rebound. VCSU gets another opportunity. We're resetting the shot clock again. This is like the 3rd to 4th time we've had to reset the shot clock. Now Bachmeyer will kick it out to a wide open shoot for a 3 and knocks it down. So Cassidy Shoot showing her ability to be perhaps a corner specialist for this VCSU team, and that'll be a walk by Providence. Last drove inside, looking to pivot out and find someone to go to, perhaps Lauren Voth, but never really found her intended target. Nine minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. Now VCSU bringing the ball up here. Outside here to Shoot. Shoot to Cotton. Or the Bachmeyer now back in the corner here to Bond. Cotton nearly lost the ball, got tipped out of play, and it'll belong here to Providence. There's a lot of passing, I would say, around the perimeter here for VCSU. It's kind of almost, you don't want to say passing for the sake of passing, but you'd like to see more activity off the passes. Long rebound controlled there by Maritzen. Now up ahead here. Bond trying to throw a lob in pass to Cotton. Cotton surrounded on all sides. Will throw up a shot, and he'll get 2 free throws coming up out of it. Kind of one of those where you're almost a little miffed at the person that threw that into you. It's like you were the one with the full head of steam and the better angle, and you give it to me and Delaney Cotton. Only 5'9". Got kind of swallowed in amongst the trees there, but did a good job of getting something on target and getting that one up and in. Foul shot up and in for Cotton. Second one up and in. Oh, a 2-for-2 trip for Delaney Cotton. That'll make it 86-34. Garcia throws up a wild shot. No good. Rebound being fought for here. Golder brings it in, but he throws up an even wilder shot. And now Shoot trying to fight for the rebound. It'll get tied up, and possession arrow belongs to the Pilots. Again, we were slow on the reaction on turning over the arrow on the scoreboard from one side to the other. Now we need to have a discussion about, nope. Okay, yeah, they're going to say what time we are having to make all type of adjustments today. It's the first home game for everybody, you can tell. Inbounds gets knocked away here. Intended for Abigail Nevitt, so now Providence will go from having it under their own basket to now having it in front of their own bench. Be kicked outside here to Fiona Garcia. Garcia now kicks it back out here to Nevitt. Nevitt looking to dump a pass inside here. Creates a look, and that'll be up and in for Colby Dara. And the inbounds pass gets tipped away. Well, the one thing you're definitely going to look for VCSU to do tomorrow, again, adjust to the press, but also kind of slow things down a little bit. The one thing you can say about VCSU in this one is at times they've kind of like gotten the ball and immediately wanted to get the ball in without kind of assessing things, and it's kind of worked on the passing as well. Trying to force a pass inside here to Maritzen. He'll be out of bounds off VCSU. Another turnover for the Vikings. So you mean it's like you're trying to make a pass, but you're almost trying to force it. So just kind of letting the game come to you. You're trying to force things a little too much here. Now ball in transition here to a cutting LaRock, and she'll put it up and in, and a little bit of an injury timeout here as that is going to be Shoot coming up a little bit gimpy on the play. A couple substitutions coming in here for VCSU, and you're hoping Shoot's going to be okay. She's had herself a pretty good game today, and again, you like what she could bring us like a corner 3 specialist off the bench, but never want to lose bodies, especially in exhibition games when you're up by nearly 50. Wide open pass down the floor. Maritzen camping underneath the basket. Excellent pass. VCSU back in front by 50 as the scoring has drastically slowed down in the second half. Garcia on the deck, and Pilots will call a timeout. 88-38, 7:09 left to go here in the ball game. We'll be back here with the remainder of our game after this break here on VCSU Athletics.
Hey college students, are you looking for a part-time job that works around your schedule, pays well, and gives you free money for college every year? McDonald's offers all of it. We can work around your schedule, and we give $2,500 scholarships to everyone who works for 3 months and averages 15 hours per week. That's 2 full shifts a week or 3 shifts of 5 hours. It's that easy. Let us help you become our next scholarship recipient. Come join our team. Text ND29 to 38000 to apply today. Quality education, affordable tuition, student opportunities. That's the Viking promise. Valley City State University. Discover yourself here at VCSU. Visit today.
88-38, VCSU trying to close out the last 7 minutes of this game without any more incident. Ellie Broughton back into the game. And she's had a great day of facilitating VCSU offensively. Now the Pilots rearranging the ball around the outside. Poke checked, and VCSU able to tip that off. Adrian Alley. Looks like Hadley Bond able to get a hand in there. Now Delaney Cotton set to inbound the ball. She'll give it over to Broughton. Broughton, good job waiting for the defense to get to her. Puts on a good pass, but VCSU will once again throw it away. As the turnover count is getting rather large for VCSU. And it's getting large for the Pilots as well, as they'll throw that one away in what's been a pretty sloppy fourth quarter of play. Over to Delaney Cotton up top. Cotton throws it back outside. Now over to Bond. Bond shoots for a three, leaves it short. Long rebound goes out to Providence. Over to Samantha Bergen. Garcia trying to find some room to operate. He'll give it over to LaRock. LaRock trying to spin her way inside. A lot of movement. No travel call, and the ball doesn't hit the rim as well. Good pass down the floor by Broughton, and VCSU will put it up and in. And that'll be Liz Luckin putting that one up and in. And Broughton not putting up a lot of points, but in terms of assist and long rebounds, she's done a fantastic job. Now VCSU able to get the block, and they're going to say that is off the Pilots. Tilda Maritzen blocked a three out on the perimeter and able to tip it off her marker and give the Vikings the ball back. That'll be Delaney Cotton doing the inbounding, and Maritzen checks out. Nice high note for her to leave on, and Ellie Powell will check back into this one. So Broughton with the ball. Able to use a nice burst of speed to get up the floor. Now back over to Cotton. Cotton now kicks this one on the outside. VCSU turned down a decent look at a three. Now a little inside to out action. Now Luckin going inside, able to scoot around the defense and create a high percentage look at the rim for 2 points. 92-38 with about 5.5 to go here in this fourth quarter. Ball now back outside here to Alley. Vikings trying to put together some positive momentum here to close out this game. Alley forced the ball out on the corner. Wild shot inside. VCSU able to pull down the rim. Now Broughton. Looked like she was going to push the tempo, but slowed it down. Now trying to force a pass inside, and a little overambitious there. As Anderson able to get the steal on that one. Long three upcoming, and the Pilots knocked that one down with Sydney Last. Providence now at 41 points, but VCSU cherry picking down the floor, and Delaney Cotton will put it up and in. As a little bit of a shove in the back there from Chelsea Rachel. I think Rachel kind of said a my bad to Cotton. And that's kind of a dangerous situation there where you get the forearm in the back going down the floor. You're not looking for it, so you don't brace for it. So a bit of sportsmanship there. Media timeout taken back here after the break here on VCSU Athletic.
We aren't meant to be still. And while you determine the direction you'll go, we're just here to help you along the way. So go. Go with experience. Go with teamwork. Go with neighbors. Go with integrity.
(94-41), VCSU in front. Time here to take a look at some stats. VCSU, again, overall percentage-wise, it shot the ball well, 36-69. But the thing VCSU definitely going to want to work on here is the turnovers. 20 turnovers for VCSU today. They have flipped the turnover margin in their favor, 25 for Providence, 20 for VCSU, but still a lot of mistakes that VCSU will want to iron out. Foul shot off the mark, but they pulled down the rebound, able to get it over to Cotton. Now back over to Backus. Backus pass inside. Good look. Up and in for 2 points for Ellie Powell. 96-41, 4:20 to go in this fourth quarter. And up here on the outside, 3-ball up coming. That'll be off the mark, but the long rebound goes to Golder. Golder finds a way to get it back out to Last. Last pop shoot two, no good. Now Broughton with the ball, forces it up ahead here to Backus. Backus leading the break, trying to go all the way. Pass inside, now ball back outside. Around the horn they go. Backus catch shoot in the corner, and that'll be no good. I feel like VCSU might have overpassed that ball there. Again, have a chance at the basket, and you got the numbers down the floor. Gives you a chance to get that rebound, but sometimes you're almost trying to be too friendly as a teammate in that situation. Trying to set somebody up for a basket when you kind of want to be able to just finish that yourself. In situations like that, you're willing to accept it, but you do kind of want to just when games get closer, maybe want to be a bit more aggressive driving to the basket. So Deanna Swinghammer will check back into this game. It looks like they had LaRock for a moment, elect not to pass to her. Now they will go back to LaRock. LaRock being guarded on the outside here by Powell. Now pick up a dribble, long pass over to Garcia. Garcia back inside to LaRock. LaRock working against Powell. Powell doing a good job holding her ground. Now Swinghammer with the rebound. Now pushes it up ahead. Good pass by her. And the layup finished in transition by Luckin. 98-41, VCSU one basket away from cracking that century mark. And that one's going to be thrown away. Now Broughton pulls down the rebound, or pulls down the steal, I should say, and puts it up and in to put VCSU over the century mark. Garcia spins her way inside and draws the foul, reaching foul. Going to be called on Ellie Powell. That'll be her second foul. So VCSU, again, for the most part, I'd say 3 out of the 4 quarters. They've kind of made it look how it's supposed to look. But again, the turnover is probably the area of concern coming out of this game. Providence can inbound the ball here to Garcia. Now floater by LaRock, and LaRock's had a pretty solid day here in this second half, hitting those floaters and hitting some outside shots. VCSU now with the ball here. Swinghammer trying to back her way down inside. Now feed it to the outside. Mid-range 2 for Prunty. No good. Prunty scrapping for the ball. Can't bring it down. LaRock working it in transition. Now the ball is going to, no, they're going to call it a foul. A little bit harsh there, in my opinion. Powell looked like she got a decent bit of that ball. Ball kind of rolled up onto the back of LaRock, and kind of a awkward fall, but I don't know if awkward fall is enough to get a foul. Wild three, and that's off the mark. It missed everything but the floor. Now VCSU with the ball, able to spin out. Good job by VCSU, able to work out of that double team. Swinghammer at the free throw line, kicks it out. Prunty for a three off the mark. That was a flat line three that it's either going to be right down the shoot or it was going to hit hard and bounce off the rim, and just did not connect on that one. VCSU dribbles into pressure, and Swinghammer's got to kind of do a better job of surveying the surroundings before putting it on the deck. And another wild shot off the mark. VCSU able to pull that one down. Now looks like they're going to slow down the tempo here. Swinghammer on the outside. Now going to work inside. Back to the outside for Bachmeyer. Bachmeyer feeds it inside for Powell. Powell off balance too. Gets it to drop. Powell's done a good job. Hard-nosed effort inside today. 102-43. Wild shot at the rim, no good. VCSU, couple of possessions left here. Bachmeyer dribbling down the baseline, floats a pass up ahead, and that's going to be stolen. Now LaRock trying to go all the way. Luckin doing a good job holding her ground, but not able to stop LaRock, who was moving downhill. On Bachmeyer on that one, you kind of led your teammate into a pass there, or into a trap there, and I want to take a little bit better care there. Good job by Schwinghammer to drive down the floor. Powell on the inside camping, puts it up and in for 2 points. And the best way I can say this is that it's looked like how it's supposed to look like, and this has also looked like the second game of the season. A lot of turnovers, a lot of mistakes that can be worked out. VCSU throws a pass down the floor to Schwinghammer. Schwinghammer's got it in the corner. VCSU can hold for one final shot before the clock will eventually expire. 13-second differential between the shot and game clock. Now that one nearly stolen away, and it'll be out of bounds. Nope. Yeah, it will be out of bounds, and they will say that'll be off Fiona Garcia, and one last line change comes in here for the Pilots. So an even 23 seconds to go in the game, 9 seconds on that shot clock. Schwinghammer will be the one inbounding the ball. They'll give it over to Bachmeyer. Bachmeyer nearly lost the handle, 5 seconds. Driving inside, kicks it out in the corner. Prunty, fall away shot, rattles it home, 4-2. 106-45, VCSU falling back on defense. On the outside here to Last. Last going inside for the last shot and gets it to drop. So VCSU then get this inbounded. They'll walk away with just shy of a 60-point win. And that'll cut it today here, folks. 106-47 for VCSU. Managed to get to at least 20 points in all but one quarter. Managed to get to 25, I should say, in all but one quarter. So VCSU, again, want to cut down the turnovers a little bit, but ultimately very fine effort for VCSU. Got some things to work on, but ultimately did your job in the end. Taking a quick look here at our final stats for VCSU, leading scorer today. Let's see, you got 16 points for Schwinghammer, 15 points for Powell. 10 points is going to be there for Shoot, 11 points for Backus. Leading rebounders today, you got 3 different players with 8 rebounds. Powell with 8, Schwinghammer with 8, Osleson with 8. Assists today, Broughton, no surprise there, leading the way in assists. 7 points for her, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 7 rebounds. Again, she was probably, I would say, the most, and I mean this in the best way, she played the most slowed down of anybody out there on the floor today for VCSU. She was in the most control, I would say, of any of the primary ball handlers today for VCSU. So very nice outing from her. But for VCSU, again, I'll say it looked like how it was supposed to. The final score did. It also looked like the second game of the year. Far too many turnovers. Got to get that addressed. Obviously, a team like Providence pressing as much as they do. Turnovers are going to be a natural occurrence. But again, slow it down, and a lot of forcing of passes, and that's again what you work through is and when to complete the drive to the basket and when to try to kick out. But ultimately, plenty of positives take away from this as well. So take a quick look here at the team stats. VCSU shoots 42 of 79 from the floor, good for 53%. 11 of 29 from deep, about 38%. 11 of 16 from the stripe. Out rebound Providence, 62-26. Let's see. Largest lead of the game for VCSU was 61 points. And 22 turnovers today for the Vikings. Again, one of those that you got to work out here. But again, you win by nearly 60 points. You just got to find something to talk about if you're the coach. And most likely that'll be the turnover. So VCSU wins 106-47. Thank you all for listening today here on the VCSU Athletics YouTube channel. A reminder, we'll be back here with some more basketball as VCSU takes on Providence again at 1 p.m. tomorrow. That'll be right here on the VCSU Athletics channel. For VCSU Athletics, I'm Jerry Edwards signing off.